Whoops, this is just in. US prosecutors are examining whether Tesla committed securities and wire fraud by misleading investors and consumers about its electric vehicle self-driving capabilities, per Reuters. I have FSD purchased outright on my Tesla vehicle, and I am actually really happy with what I got. So whoever is trying to investigate Tesla here, I would suggest try to vote them out of their office. My car regularly does drives with no intervention. So where is the fraud here? It wasn't able to do it earlier, but now it often can. If you're new here, we have heard these BS stories of autopilot and FSD being examined and investigated for years, like this story from 2022. No charges will ever be brought for the simple reason that the technology is real. Omar believes this is a news plant from short sellers. Although do note that around this time at the end of 2022, we had quite a few stories like this coming out about Tesla, and it just so coincided with Elon's acquisition of Twitter. And I personally think that was not a coincidence. The best way for Tesla to beat this investigation is to improve full self-driving quickly, which is exactly what Elon Musk is doing. But the probe, which is not evidence of wrongdoing, could result in criminal charges, civil sanctions, or no action at all. Prosecutors are far from deciding how to proceed, one of the sources said, which is good news for us Tesla stock investors, in part because they are sifting through voluminous documents Tesla provided in response to subpoenas. By the time they finish going through all of these documents, and sounds like they have maybe thousands of pages, there's a good chance that full self-driving is going to be much better by then. And ideally, by then, it would be safer than human driving. Prosecutors scrutinizing Tesla's autonomous car claims are proceeding with caution, recognizing the legal hurdles they face. The people familiar with the inquiry said they will need to demonstrate that Tesla's claims cross the line from legal salesmanship to material and knowingly false statements that unlawfully harmed consumers or investors. Legal experts told Reuters, and this is perhaps the most important part. US courts previously have ruled that puffery or corporate optimism, which is exactly what Elon does with full self-driving, regarding product claims do not amount to fraud, meaning Tesla should not be liable for anything. In 2008, a federal appeals court ruled that statements of corporate optimism alone do not demonstrate that a company officially intentionally misled investors. And maybe Elon's lawyers told Elon to say this repeatedly, and he said this quite a few times, or maybe he just says it because it's true, which it is true. Frankly, I am pathologically optimistic. It's a mental condition. Kind of have to be to try to do all these crazy things. And I always bite off more than I chew. And then sit there with puffed out cheeks like a squirrel that ate too much. So there you go. That's Elon's disclaimer. Justice Department officials will likely seek internal Tesla communications as evidence that Musk or others knew they were making false statements. Yeah, I don't think this investigation is going to go anywhere other than a trash bin in that investigation office. It's going nowhere. They have been trying to find stuff for 2 years now, and they got nothing. In the meantime, check out what this Waymo vehicle just did. It was going to go the other direction, and then it just changed completely where it's going in the middle of the turn. What? Look at this again. See, it was trying to go there. I have never seen FSD do anything remotely similar to something like this. Gregor has the exact same experience as I. That car has LiDAR, so it's supposed to be better than Tesla's FSD, but I don't know. And here's going to be one used for Tesla to deploy FSD to save money. Right now, every single vehicle that is unloaded from the semi-trucks has to be driven manually by a person. FSD, however, could do all of that work for Tesla, saving time and money. These are vehicles getting ready to be exported from China, by the way. So I would expect China's numbers to maybe be a bit low as well, as so many vehicles are sent for export, but we'll see. What? In just 24 hours into MrBeast's Tesla giveaway, his Instagram post already has over 5.7 million comments and 9.3 million likes. This post must have over 100 million views. Whoever is getting that Cybertruck is going to be especially happy. At least to some degree, this should help Tesla sell more Teslas.